Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Here's the headline up at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com by Paul Joseph Watson. Kagan, she used to be the new Supreme Court Justice. Kagan, disappear free speech if the government deems it offensive. Here's another CNN piece. We also have an MSNBC piece. Law would empower Hillary Clinton to revoke citizenship of whomever she deems to be a terrorist. What does the bill in the Senate state? No judge, no jury. You just get arrested. You get drug off into the hinterland. In fact, guys, reprint me that belligerent act, Infowars.com, from Paul Watson 2 months ago. I want to actually go over the bill, not the bill itself. You printed that last week. I want to just show people, because that article has the subsections. I want to cover this with Tarpley coming up after we get into what's happening with the global meltdown, with the economy, with the euro, with the trillion that just got grabbed. Now, that said, Kagan, disappear free speech if the government deems it offensive. And it's now admitted that she literally has no judicial experience. But she is a Goldman Sachs minion. She is an acolyte of Cass Sunstein, who says ban free speech in America. Arrest people that say man-made global warming isn't real. I mean, you got to go read their quotes. They write public papers on this. This is tyranny. And the school teacher who's at UCLA calling for revolution in the United States for communism, he says hate speech is not free speech. That's the big banner behind him. So we don't get our free speech. We don't even get our mild free speech. You've seen the mainstream media trying to frame yours truly. When Nightline was here 2 weeks ago, supposedly going to air tomorrow night. We'll see if that happens. In fact, did you call Nightline? They said it was going to air this Wednesday. We want to make double sure. Thank you. Yeah, here it is. Dissenters to be detained as enemy belligerents. We're going to go over this and dovetail it with Kagan. Disappear free speech if the government deems it offensive. So you think about this. Americans that want free market, want private property, want Second Amendment, something that no one else worldwide has. They've taken most of the farmers' land, just stroke of the pen, in Australia, supposedly for the carbon tax. I mean, I can play mainstream news pieces saying it's good. You know, the farmers are shutting down. They're not allowed to have sheep anymore or cows. It hurts the earth. I mean, you just don't get the land. I mean, just so draconian. No, the revolutionaries are for slavery. They're for collectivism. And that's because our government and our CIA and our media, these parasite organizations, the only avenue of revolution that they're taught about is one into big government tyranny. And that's why the big government funds all of this. Hate speech is not free speech. The banner behind him reads. You can read the full banner when that lady walks over to him to tell him his time's up. Just incredible. Absolutely off the charts amazing. And they want the American people at each other's throats. But I tell you, it was buoying. It made me feel a lot better Sunday when I only took calls from Hispanic Americans. And I said, you can call in if you disagree with me. If you agree, you can call in if you're from Mexico and disagree with me. Every caller called in and said, I want to be an American. I want the Second Amendment. I want private property. I know what's going on. But they did say, my daughter, my son, my neighbor, they're now part of Raza. They're now communist. They now want the overthrow of America. They call me a porcho, which means rotten fruit. It's like Uncle Tom. Why? Because you want to own your own property? You want to have a chance to not be taxed into oblivion? Look what NAFTA and GATT has done. And it's hurt Mexico. They forced the people off their land, forced them up to maquiladoras. Now those have almost completely shut down. It's all moved to China. I don't blame people for wanting to come here. And if we didn't have a big welfare system where they got them here, made them dependent, got them on the government dole, trained them to be anti-Second Amendment, it wouldn't be that bad. But you notice what the communist says. He says, it isn't that these frail white people don't like us because we're brown. I'm going to tell you the truth. It's because they don't like communism. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, where are Hispanic leaders who call for patriotism and fighting the New World Order? They're out there. They need radio shows. They need to be elevated. They need to lead people. Like the great folks at We Are Change San Antonio. Most of them are Hispanic. These are patriots. Like Medina and others. We need to lift them up. We need to promote